Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Young Kwanku has it all teed up. And here we go in prime time. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They motion a receiver left. From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Penix to the air to start us off. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Tight end motioning right. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball, right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So now on is Young Hui Koo for the Falcons field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Looking to throw, Purdy. He's on the move. That's caught for the first. On the move, past the 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
I know, Ken, you have to talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Purdy throwing here on first. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Play made there by Clark Phillips. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Purdy. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. A give left side to McCaffrey. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. You get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. He's got London left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2. From the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's third and short. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Looking to throw on third and 2. He'll get this complete to Pitts. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 4. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Motioning the tight end now. Penix on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Penix now on first down. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They've got a man in motion. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Purdy on first down. Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw by Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Forced out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
49ers 14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Pitts brings it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air with Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 2. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the third sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Another try following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
We send a man in motion. Penix facing a 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Nice cut back to the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Pretty throwing here on first. Called in left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moon.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the shotgun, Penix escapes the sack. Getting out to his left. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. New set of downs for him at the 38. Penix here from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 37. Chased out to his right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He finds him beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy on 1st down. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forced it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Penix now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. First and goal now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Cut. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Falcons looking at a 3-0 start to the season. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Complete on the option. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 23-yard line.
Right now, let's go get sick. I want to see points at the end of this drive.
Trying again following the sack. Completed here to McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Gotta hurry this to the line.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On the move, headed right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness. Right, you call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
They got to keep moving quick here. 1st down throw by Purdy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another